welcome back to Empathy Organics channel. Please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. So you're welcome back to Empathy Organics YouTube channel, and I have a very special guest in the house. He's going to introduce himself right away. Please, sir, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you. Firstly, my name is Patrick Nyirihindi. My residential location is in Rwamagana district, especially Gahengeri sector. Even the factory is located in that side. I'm the owner of, managing director and the owner of Gaio Limited. Gaio even have its sister company called the Kampaze Chili Oil Limited. That is specialized in the processing of chili oil. And then I'm a young professional who made the agribusiness at University of Rwanda. And then currently my daily job is running my project of processing of chili pepper for export purpose. The company called the Gaio Limited, it's registered as the Rwandan company, but the main purpose for create it is for processing of chili oil, chili sauce, and the chili flakes for export purpose. And then our services started from training the farmers for making organic farming, because our target product is organic product only. That's why, in order to improve the knowledge of farmers about organic farming, as the new culture in Rwanda. Normally in Rwanda we made ordinary agriculture, but just now we want to make organic farming. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us more about chili farming down here in Rwanda?
Yeah, good. Chili farming, it's the sector which is not have long edges, because many people they started to cultivate chili pepper as business for like 7 years ago. But up to now, for example, me, I have 4 hectares of chili pepper at Bugesera district. But I have another farmers who can cultivate the chili in order to sustain my project. Before sustaining your final product, first you must be sustaining the raw materials you use.
Sure.
So chili pepper in Rwanda, many people cultivate it for export, but they export the raw pepper. Different to me, I plan to export the final product. The final product called Kampaze Chili Oil. Okay. You asked me about my journey from starting the...
Yes, even how, in a short sentence, let us know how easy it was for you to get your land for farming in Bugesera, and how it was easy for you. Do you have farmers that you work with and all of that?
Yeah, thank you. Normally, to have the land as young people, it's somehow difficult. But here in Rwanda, we have the opportunity to rent the land. It's not very expensive. But
how much can you say? What's an estimate?
Yeah, for example, it depends. When the land is near the access of water, it can be expensive. As you go far from the river, from the lake, as you go far from that source of water, the land it's cheap. But you go near the water, the land it's somehow expensive. But normally we can estimate 1 hectare. 1 hectare you can pay about 300,000 per year.
Okay.
Yeah.
300,000
Per year.
So that's like $3,000.
Yes, $3,000. And then the technology.
300,000 francs per year. So that's actually $300.
Yes, exactly. It's around because $1 it's about today it's about 950. I mean that it's slightly equal. Yeah, sure.
So tell us more about your challenges.
The challenge, it's not my own challenge, it's the challenge we face in the agricultural sector, and then the processing, especially for export purpose. Here in Rwanda, we have the challenge of raw technology. When I say raw technology, you use in mechanization, how we make irrigation for making the good practice of agriculture, how they make the machines. That globally it's in the technology, because for example you can take an example when the machine that can cost $200 in the US in China, when you add shipping cost and the tax and that cost, that delivering cost, the price can be doubled. But for example, if we have a technician here in Rwanda that can make it, you can get it around on $5,000 US. Mean that we have the problem of raw technology. We have limited skills, especially in international skills, in international trade, marketing all over the world, international rules and regulation. So it's many factors in limited skills that can be it's like the barrier to access the international market. But
can you talk more about accessing loans?
Yes, that is the third challenge we have: access to finance. Here in Rwanda, access to finance is somehow the problem, because currently the bank don't need how your project is good, which matter on the people from bank. It's the collateral. But young people, some of us, we don't have the land, the house, the car for giving them as a collateral. That's why it's somehow limited. It's limited, and then even the interest rate. When you say interest rate of 16, for example, but when they say 16, you can say that it's a low interest rate. But the model they use, for example, they can use a flat model, they can use the decree, they can use annuity. Those models, they can increase the interest rate. Yeah, so dealing with the bank, it's still the problem, even or access to finance. Even the level of PPP, public-private partnership, here in Rwanda, it's not our culture. It's for example, when we say leasing, it's the things that the bank don't want to listen. Yeah, sure.
What do you think that the government can do in order to create solutions?
If it's possible, they can converse with the people who own the bank. if the bank consider how the project is good, and then how the financial projection of the business, how it is, rather than consider the collateral without seeing if the project the owner of the project have the collateral, and then they can consider the goodness of the project rather than consider the collateral. That's one, and then they can search, BNR can search how they can decrease the interest rate on the startup. Yeah, sure.
Can you share with us what inspired you to start this business?
Yeah.
Your motivation?
Sure. Mainly in business, to be inspired is the vision you have when you want to be employed with another people. You can go and search the job. But here in Rwanda, we have some programs that can motivate the people. For example, here in Rwanda, to register the company is free, and then it takes short time, about 6 hours only. In the other country, to register the company, it's a big deal. Yeah, sure. Even here in Rwanda, we have access of information in a public institution. For example, when you go in the RDB, Rwanda Development Board, they can tell you how you can start the business, how the favor, the opportunities. Even in Rwanda, they make it to attract the investors. And then when I see the import, I can say, why my country can import the product from China, and then me, I'm able to make it. That's why my motivation is my vision. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so can you, in one short sentence, can you give advice to the young startups out there, the young entrepreneurs out there that are trying to do the same thing that you're doing right now?
Yeah, thank you. The advice, firstly, I can say in Rwanda to do the business, it's possible, but it's possible for who? Which criteria? They must know that to make the sustainable business in Rwanda, you must be the people with deep discipline, and then determination, and then persistence. I can emphasize this point of persistence. Many young people in Rwanda, I don't know, I say in Rwanda because I'm located in Rwanda. They start the business when they think that I need money next week. I need money. They can start today and then say, I want money tomorrow, or I want money next year. But in business, it's impossible. You can persist. You can wait for getting the income for your seed you plant. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for being on our show today. Please like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for being on the show once more.
Yeah, thank you.